Hello everyone, Cup here and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. I usually use hackers mainly to defend against all sorts of aggressions. So for example steel balls and Mustangs or some aggressive sledgehammers or something. But I had a match where I actually made good use of hackers in a standard setup where both my opponent and I were not aggressive. I got a lot of value out of those hackers. Let's get into it. I'm going with area specialist with marksman and sledgehammers. And my opponent has crawlers and Mustangs. Sledgehammer is really good right now because there are a lot of Mustangs going around. And, well, don't you know it, my opponent is starting with Mustangs, so sledgehammers are really good here. My sniper is not great against this start, but the sledgehammers are very, very good. And I'm positioning my sledgehammers vertically so they stagger their attacks and more quickly kill off the crawlers but also the Mustangs. And I'm adding some chaff, some crawlers behind the towers to trickle in and distract. My opponent adding even more Mustangs. So they seem kind of confident that Mustangs are pretty good right now, because why else would you add more Mustangs when you're going up against sledgehammers? My snipers in the middle, all three distracted by crawlers. Not great. But they are not ideal targets for my marksman anyways, so it's not that bad, I guess. And now Sledgehammer is finally also taking on the final pack of Mustangs. And Sledgehammer is just too good. Subsidized Mustangs here. Kind of awkward. My opponent might also just spam more Mustangs, but I'm picking it up and I'm getting Mustangs myself. I could use the chaff clear, and just in general Mustangs just good to round off my composition. Help out with clearing the crawlers, but also obviously decent against other Mustangs. And 50 credits left because of the subsidized Mustangs. I'm putting it on the right there, trying to get the crawlers and Mustangs. However, my opponent put some steel bolts in front, but still a good missile. So it kind of looks like Mustangs and steel bolts right now, so classic combo. Sentry took out most of my sledgehammers on the left, but it's still kind of close. And on the right with my sentry, obviously no problem. And I'm checking my opponent's starting specialist, and it is RHINO specialist. So I again forgot to check my opponent's starting SPC. And there is a level 2 RHINO coming in now. Amplifying core and photon coating, both really good for the level 2 RHINO. I'm skipping here, however, nothing that great. Laser sight could have been decent, but still wasn't sure if it's enough value. And I'm getting another pack of Mustangs on the right to round things off, and I'm putting one pack of sledgehammers in the front there, in the middle. to tank for my marksman and also help clear the chaff. Putting another sentry on the right there. And here we go. My opponent actually decides to go with a backline RHINO, kind of. Because, well, it makes sense with this positioning. Everything is very far back by my opponent. So they want the RHINO to get in at the same time as the other units. And my opponent put the self-healing item on the RHINO. So there's a level 2 RHINO now with healing. That's problematic. I don't have the best damage for the RHINO to begin with. And if it regenerates, I'm pretty sure I can't really kill it. Not with my current setup. Other than the left side though, other than the RHINO, it looks decent. I'm winning on the right and middle is okay-ish. They're level 2 Mustangs with the laser sight though. Pretty strong. So basically this is my opponent's game plan. So Mustangs, steel balls, a couple of crawlers in the front and that one level 2 RHINO. So I know what I need to deal with here now. I don't expect them to change that much about their composition anymore. And I'm getting mechanical rage on my sledgehammers to deal with the chaff more quickly. Both the crawlers and also to a degree the Mustangs. And with the chaff hopefully dealt with, I'm adding hackers now. And the hackers, once the crawlers in the front are gone, the hackers can then hack the steel bolts. And maybe with a little bit of luck also the RHINO. But it's not that likely because the RHINO is level 2 and my hackers are only level 1. However, I might hack some steel bolts and then the steel bolts could actually also take care of the RHINOs. So let's see how this works. My opponent went for orbital bombardment. I didn't shield. So they're coming in, but they're not hitting the best, I think. Kind of unlucky. And I hacked a RHINO on the right. My opponent added one level 1 RHINO on the right. And they gave them the Whirlwind upgrade. Whirlwind really strong. Can also make take quick care of even sledgehammers or something if they are not vertical, but my sledgehammers are vertical, so it doesn't really work. But if they are horizontal, the RHINO can just walk in and whirlwind and take out a pack of sledgehammers. But yeah, that that one level 2 RHINO with a self-healing is just too strong. Nothing can stop it. Yep, it's just going in and spinning and winning. So yeah, so far not enough to deal with that RHINO. And that RHINO took out so many units, it's leveled now, so it's level 3. And that won't make it easier to hack or to kill. I could have committed to steel bolts myself, but my opponent also has steel bolts, and in general, I think for one, hackers are more fun. I really like playing hackers. Hackers are fun. Also, yeah, steel bolts kind of depends how they engage, and also now the opponent's RHINOs have Whirlwind anyways, so Whirlwind can be pretty good against steel bolts. depending on how they engage. And I'm adding 2 more level 2 hackers now. So now I have some actual hacking power. 1 level 1 hacker on each side and 1 level 2 hacker. So maybe the combined power of those will be enough to actually hack the RHINO. Or hack enough steel balls quickly enough so that the steel balls then can take care of the RHINO. My opponent putting some crawlers in the left flank there, trying to pull away and distract parts of my units, and actually my 1 level 1 hacker is now alone in the front there. Still able to hack 1 steel ball at least, and starting to hack crawlers, buying some time. On the right, I hacked the RHINO on the right, and it whirlwinded right away and took out the steel balls right behind. And on the left, I did it. I did get the hack on the level 3 RHINO with self-healing. And yeah, now it's my opponent's problem. So the second I can hack the level 3 RHINO with Whirlwind, my opponent is in trouble. Because also they don't have the best answers to it. They have some steel bolts, but they are clumped up behind the RHINO. And once I hack the RHINO, it just spins once and all the steel bolts are dead. And by the way, my opponent picked up Stormcallers, just 1 pack of Stormcallers, to put parasitic ammo on. Interesting choice. Parasitic on Stormcallers can definitely be good. I don't really have the ideal target, I guess. Because Stormcaller's not great against leveled sledgehammers. But well, they also help out with the hackers, I guess. Stormcallers are good against hackers and shields, and I just gave the hackers the barrier upgrade. So now there are a lot of barriers, and I added 2 more barriers because Iron Blast was offered, or Iron Beam, whatever it's called, and I want to protect my hackers and everything around it. So the Iron Beam has to go through a lot of bubbles before it can actually hit some units. Here we go. My opponent also putting down some bubbles because of the Iron Beam, I'm pretty sure, and also to protect from sentries. Iron Beam still coming through though. Taking care not of all the Stormcallers. 1 Stormcaller is still alive. On the left, the 1 RHINO coming in again and whirlwinding and taking out my hacker, unfortunately. Couldn't hack it this time. And my opponent is going more into Mustangs, by the way. So Mustangs are leveled Mustangs with range upgrade, really strong. Advanced firepower control is so strong on Mustangs, on leveled Mustangs with range. They melt everything. It's so crazy to see it. And I'm picking it up actually because I do have 1 pack of level 3 Mustangs now with that item, and I'm giving my Mustangs range. So keep an eye on the Mustangs on the right next turn, how they just absolutely melt everything. I'm surprised every time I see it. Like barriers or steel balls, even giants go down so quickly. leveling sledges, leveling marksmen, leveling hackers where I can. And I'm adding 2 more sledges just to help with additional chaff clear, because chaff is kind of my only problem right now. Chaff is distracting my hackers, or can distract my hackers, and my opponent might go for more chaff. And just more sledgehammers to kill the chaff, but also kind of distract and tank some Mustang shots. And because of the vertical positioning, they also distract the RHINO for a while and the steel bolts too. And here we go. More stormcallers on the opponent's side, trying to take out my shields quickly. And on the right, my Mustangs... well, everything is already dead. But steel bolts, Mustangs, also the chaff of course, all died super quickly. And now you can see a couple of shots on Stormcallers and they were already dead. Like one shot of the level 3 Mustangs with advanced firepower control took out like 1/2 of the Stormcaller bar. And this is it. GG's. Hacking steel balls, hacking RHINOs. So yeah, good chaff clear. And some hackers. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.